Hi, Fidel here. I'm going to try to give you some tips, some tricks, and some advice on using your wood-fired oven. This pertains. Some of this is going to pertain to these portable ovens that heat up fast and cool down quickly, but some of this advice can go for any kind of wood-fired oven. Okay, first of all, number one. Use very dry wood. Never ever use wood that you just cut. You just cut down a tree. You just split some pieces of wood. Never ever use that. That will just be a recipe for disaster. Lots of smoke. You'll probably never get the oven up to temperature at all. Don't clean your oven after you finished your pizza party and whatever. Always just let it cool down. Let it cool down to the next day. Even just leave it till the next time you're gonna cook pizza. Especially in these kind of ovens, the pizza party oven. What's nice about it is it comes with one of these guys, and this is something that protects the pizza from direct flame, especially from the floor level. So it also serves as kind of a scooper. So it's got all the ashes in here, almost all of it. I'd say it's about maybe 70%. There's still some more ash I can scoop out, but if you're using one of these, you'll be able to just scoop out a lot of the ash, and you'll be clean and ready to go in just a few minutes. Can't stress this enough. When you're cooking Neapolitan pizza, you've got a lot of things going on at the same time. So prepare all your flame types of wood and keep a nice pile of those. Don't mix thick pieces with thin pieces. Keep all your thin pieces in one area, your thicker pieces in another area. That way, when you're making Neapolitan pizza, you're using these guys. I call these flamethrowers because they catch fire quickly and they create a lot of flame. Okay. Next thing, prepare the side of the pizza. The side of the pizza oven that you're going to be putting your fire and your coal bed. Prepare that area first, because you don't want to be messing with things and accidentally burn yourself or drop things or things like that. So just go ahead and prepare that ahead of time, and then go ahead and start your fire here in the center. This is where you'll heat up your oven, and then once your oven is reached temperature, then you can scoop up everything and throw everything to where your coal bed's going to be here, and try to. So the reason being, you're not going to have to worry about this area not getting so much heat, because it's going to get plenty of heat, and then later when you put your coals there, it's going to be hot. Anyway, you're not even cooking pizza there. So prepare this area first, then start your fire in the center, bring it up to temperature, and move everything over later. Managing temperature. Okay. Again, if you're going to be cooking Neapolitan pizza, you can pretty much get her up to temperature, move your coals over, clean the floor, and start cooking. But if you're going to be cooking things such as New York style pizza requires a little bit lower steady temperature. And if you don't have enough coals, you're not going to be able to control the temperature. So controlling temperature, if you're trying to cook at medium temperatures, you can use fatter pieces of wood, but I recommend first build up a nice coal bed. Make sure your coal bed is nice and thick. You might have to burn a lot more wood than you anticipate, but you need to burn it enough so you can have an even hill over here on the right or the left, depends on you're right-handed or left-handed, how you like to cook. But you want a nice even hill. Keep it even from front to back, and then you'll get a nice even temperature throughout the oven. But also important for managing the heat is tapping your wood. So when you've got a bit of coals, eventually the coals are going to turn white, and they'll have ash on them, and they're not breathing anymore, and they start to cool down. So what you want to do is with a tool that you might have, maybe a pizza peel. I don't recommend using regular pizza peels, but if you have something like tongs or something, reach in there and tap them to get the ash off, and that way they can breathe again. Windy days. So you want to cook pizza on a windy day. Move the camera back a little bit. You want to cook pizzas on a windy day? Well, you're going to have to manage that very carefully. The first thing you're going to want to do is you want to face the pizza oven's door away from direct wind. So if you feel the wind is blowing straight in from the south, then face this door to the north. Okay, it's as simple as that. But the other thing you're going to do on a windy day is your chimney. If you're using a pizza oven, one of these guys, which I highly recommend, you're gonna have the chimney like this. Okay, so this flue has a top, and it's adjustable. So right now it's adjusted for like a non-windy day. So this is if you put it on like this, you're gonna get pretty good airflow. On a windy day, you want to tighten that down to about an inch. You can probably go even just a little bit less than an inch, but not when you're starting the fire. When you're starting the fire, you need the airflow. Don't worry about that. But when you start cooking pizzas, it'd be best if you adjust this down to about an inch. That restricts the airflow that you're getting from all that wind. Okay, so that's important, because if you get too much airflow, you're going to have ash flowing around, flying and landing on your pizza. So to avoid that, adjust this, okay? Bring it down to about an inch. Let's heat up your oven fast, okay? These ovens come with a door. When you're heating up the oven, you might think, put the door on. Yeah, it traps in the heat. It should heat up fast. Nope, you're gonna restrict airflow, and your fire's probably gonna die. So what you want to do is make sure you've got a really good flame first. You're gonna put this door on, and you're gonna tilt it so air can flow straight up and inside. Okay, so you're protecting the heat, but you're also allowing for airflow. So you can see my fingers going right through here. This is where your airflow would be. So this will help you to jack that temperature up in no time. These ovens can get up to temperature in about 20 minutes with the right kind of wood, and with somebody giving it proper attention, you'll be ready to cook Neapolitan pizzas in 20 minutes. Don't put your fire all the way to the back of your oven. Fire on the right side or on the left side. There's a reason for that. It's called convection. Convection is a circulation of heat in your oven. So if you have that fire all the way to the back, you get airflow from the bottom. It's going to feed the fire. The fire is going to create the heat, and the heat's going to go straight up your chimney. And it's not going to create the convection because there's the escape path right here. You have your fire on the right side or the left side. Mine's on the right side. It's going to draw airflow, feeds the fire, and the flame is going to roll over the dome in a circular pattern, and that heat is going to stay jacked up. And that's what you want when you're cooking Neapolitan pizza, but it's also what you want when you're trying to retain heat and use less fuel. Okay, because maybe where some people live, you actually have to buy your firewood. And if that's the case, you gotta buy your firewood. You want to conserve some. Okay, so conserving firewood is all about heat retention and making the most out of the fuel that you've got for that heat.